From an undisclosed locations for reasons of security and insecurity, we present to you tonight MnRTV live show. And tonight we'll be talking about something that's happening right now, the Bohemian Grove meeting of the Illuminati death cult. That's going to be our main topic tonight. And for many of you folks that don't know what that is, well, you will know. It's quite shocking. But without further ado, I introduce to you my co-host, the one from parts unknown. I don't know if he's in from this universe, maybe some coffee multiverse or something. The madman himself, Mario.
Yes, Robert. It's not as hot as yesterday, but it's still sunny. As long as it's still sunny.
Can you see my coffee here?
Yes, we see coffee. We can see the coffee. Everybody can see coffee. It's a coffee show. No, it's not. Do whatever you want, but enjoy the show, right? Because we have a lot of things to talk about.
And tonight we're gonna be talking a lot about the Bohemian Grove. Remember when we found that out many years ago? And I said, my God, we never did a show about the Bohemian Grove. Like, what in the world is that? I mean, all the powers, ex-presidents, powerful people like Donald Rumsfeld, John F. Kennedy, even Henry Kissinger, and celebrities such as Arnold Schwarzenegger have been at the Bohemian Grove. There's in a picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger there. I mean,
Everybody.
at the Bohemian Grove. But we haven't been there.
Everybody has been there except for us, because we got our own show and we don't need to go there and show stuff that, you know, like them, they do that. They like to go there and show what they have to show and what they like to show. But anyhow, we're going to be getting more into that around like what, 8:15ish, unless if the news, you know, because we have so much goody news that has happened. It's mind blowing. In fact, it's so big that you cover your windows because it might just shatter the glass. That's how much information we have to show on this week's show right here on the MnRTV live show. And that's why we're glad that you're here. Anyhow, I'm going to start cracking. We have to get cracking, right?
Yeah, and this has been brought to you by the Montreal Anti-Illuminati Task Force.
All right. So this is me again. For the new people out there, there's always new people that like to see this show and see what we're all about. So this is me. This is Mario. I'm going to be bringing on, you know, to show you what you need to know, what you need to see, and you'll be hearing my voice. So that's what counts. That's what's important. Anyhow, let us commence, right, Rob?
Yes. Let's begin with. As soon as you can get it, we shall begin.
And it's right there.
There it is at the blog, the MnR production blog.
Mariolaur.blogspot.ca. This is found everywhere on the conspiracy talk, on the underneath each show. We always put this in the description alongside with all the information that you get to see.
Exactly.
And here she is. And right there, here, if you don't see this, refresh, and right after that, click play, and you can see us live. And right there, that's what is the chat angle where you guys, everybody can come up and tell their point of view and tell us what exactly you feel or know, or if you have any questions, feel free to ask. If we can get to them, we will. And now we're going to be going to the Pictures of the week.
Fox News scaring white people since '96. Yeah, the lady looks scared right there. Probably giving us making us scared of stuff that doesn't even exist.
But you know what? Here at the MnRTV live show, we do not like to scare people, any people of any race, because we're not racist and we're not sexist. And we'll be talking about that later on. But we're not here to scare. We're here to give the information and to give the truth. Right, Rabbi?
Yeah, exactly. All right. Next piece of information right there. Did you know 48% of soda fountains at fast food restaurants contain chlorophylline bacteria, a bacteria that commonly grows in feces? Oh, and 11% contain E. coli too.
Now, the thing is I don't drink any of these soft drinks. I drink water. But the problem is with water. When I ask them for a glass of water, where does it come from? These machines right there.
Exactly. So it's not good either.
And plus, they're fluoridated. So no matter what, they're killing us. They're poisoning us. Right there, Rabah?
Yeah, yeah, we're getting poisoned left and right, inside and out, you know? That's what
Suivant.
That's
Next.
why people want depopulation of the world. That's what they're trying to do, the Illuminati.
The elite. The elite want that. They want to kill us off. You think the elites drink from these water fountains, these pop fountains?
No.
They don't drink from there, the fountains, the elites. They don't drink from there.
They drink from the fountain of youth because they always keep getting younger and they're older, but they always keep like surviving, like David Rockefeller, Henry Kissinger, all members of the Bohemian Grove.
Now, if that doesn't kill you, gun control. That will kill you.
The U.S. is third in murders throughout the world, but if you take out Chicago, Detroit, Washington, then New Orleans, the United States is fourth from the bottom of murders. Believe it or not, these four cities also have the toughest gun control laws in the United States.
So as you can see, the guns won't kill you, but the water, the fountains, the pop fountains will definitely kill you. Right?
Definitely, I would agree with that.
But on this show, gun control. Not good gun control, because we have the right to live, right there. I mean, we're not free without guns.
Well, no, we're being all enslaved. The United States would be enslaved if they got rid of gun control. That's what the NWO want to do.
No,
that's one of the game plan. Countries attacked by bombing, sabotage, or attempted government overthrow since World War II. Iran, nothing, and USA, all of these.
All those countries. Now the thing is, there was a signing that happened in Iran with the United States.
Yes.
Why was that? I don't get that. The point of that. What did Iran do that's so bad that they needed to have to sign this agreement?
As far as I know, they because they want them to develop nuclear material to get a bomb, the fusion and all of that. And if they get that, apparently they think that if they make a bomb, they're gonna come and bomb us.
Yeah, okay, and look who they bombed here. Nobody, and they're not going to bomb anybody.
And the USA is supposed to be good. I know what they would say if we showed this to people. They would say, oh, it's because all these countries, they're all bad. The United States had to stop all these countries.
They're watching too much. The problem is they're watching too much mainstream news. That's what's wrong with the people.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly. Okay, next one is right here. The 85 richest people own the same wealth as the 3.5 billion poorest people.
And there they are. From George Soros
to Henry
Kissinger.
To your favorite, the Queen.
Yes.
To
Rothschild.
Yeah, Rothschild. To
Rockefeller.
And the Pope.
John Paul.
Yeah, what did I have an old picture?
I mean, Francis, the Pope Francis.
Is that Francis? I can't even see.
Yeah, it's the Pope Francis.
Yeah. I was gonna say, why did they put John Paul? Yeah. So you see, they're all alive, and the one I find looks like most reptilian right there is Henry Kissinger. Look at him.
And him too.
Well, that's David Rockefeller. Looks alienish, and then you have over there the one that looks the least alienish is Rothschild.
Well, you know what? They all look the same to me.
But I find they're all in greed.
They're all enslaving us. Speaking of enslaving us, look at this. And today I got someone giving me crapola for posting this up, accusing me of being sexist, accusing me of being racist. That's one thing this person doesn't understand. But this person doesn't deserve any of my attention because they're wrong. I'm not racist and I'm not sexist. I'm a humanist. I believe that all humans should have the right to speak and have the privilege to live without being enslaved. Go ahead, Robert.
These countries donate to Hillary Clinton's foundation: Saudi Arabia, Morocco, Oman, United Arabs, Kuwait, Qatar, Algeria. Then Hillary Clinton State Department approved these countries' weapon deals. And they called you sexist or whatever, but whether it's her or Obama or the Bush family, they're all puppets to one master, and that master is the master of puppets. So whether it's female or male, they're all controlled, and that's what the person that gave you hell does not understand.
But one thing's for sure, Hillary Clinton is the next president because that's what was leaked out of the Bohemian. I mean, Bilderbuggers. I always get mixed up between Bohemian Groove and Bilderbugs, but they're the same, almost the same thing. It's hidden secret behind us, right?
It is, yes, exactly. But we'll be getting to the Bohemian Groove later.
Is it Groove or Grove?
I don't know, the Bohemian Grove. I'll say Grove.
Potatoes, right?
I think it's
Tomatoes,
Grove. I think it's Grove.
tomatoes.
We would need our translator in the chat room to tell us if it's Grove or Groove.
Never mind. Trish will come and tell us at the break. So get ready for Trish. So we've on next. How about some Fukushima?
They don't want the world to know about Fukushima, so they made talking about it illegal. Enjoy your seafood. Oh no. Oh no. I just had some seafood tonight. I just had some fish for supper.
You had some fish.
Yes.
Who knows? It probably came from Atlantic Ocean. Probably came from the Atlantic Ocean.
I hope so.
Okay.
I hope the fish was good. It tasted good.
But
right.
Nobody wants to talk about Fukushima, but we talk about it on the show. All right.
Global elite pick Obama long before voters. Man recounts startling tale for the first time. He heard Barack Obama 18 years ago in Russia. That would be back in 1992. He heard that Obama would be president. Is that right? Because I can't see. Maybe you can read it, Mr.
94. 92 to mid 94.
Okay.
That's when. So now this person that accused me again, right there. It's right there. It's not like I'm making this up. It's right there. It's all by design. These people are put there to enslave us. Doesn't mean that we have to, hate them, but if you like to be enslaved, that's your problem. But I don't like to be enslaved, right there, Rabbi?
Yeah, I don't like it either.
But it's all done by design, and there he is. Oh, Obama. Speaking of next, Chinese
triad takeover of America. China, U.S. economic enemy, funds the so-called war on terror's 9/11 inside job by buying billions of dollars of U.S. Treasury, massive deficit spending, while U.S. jobs and manufacturing are offshore to China, deindustrializing America. Then in the wake of the unprosecuted banking fraud, the result in the impoverishment of America and Europe. Lost investments, bank bailout, LIBOR rigging, hyperinflation. The U.S. is destroyed via austerity, asset sell-off, social chaos, and martial law. And that is exactly what they want to do. Could you imagine the bank and right there, China and Rothschild, City of London, with the
red shield. It's red shield. That's it. You see, this is who we're enslaved to right there. Rothschild. He is controlling it, everything. From London, City of London, but people don't understand that. People never understand.
Well, Rothschild is the Pindar, the human, half reptilian hybrid who controls the world, and who he reports to his own reptilian superiors, who in turn, the reptilian superiors, they report to Satan himself. But that's a whole different topic.
Yeah, we always talk about that on the show, right?
Yes. Yeah, we do.
And the last picture of the week.
They told us we were attacked because they hit our freedom. I guess they want Patriot Act, the NDAA, TSA, police, state, and government spying. Well, yeah, that's what it was done for. That's why they did 9/11. That was one of the reasons, one of the many reasons why they did it.
They put those towers down, and then there's Building 7. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, how can we forget about that? We can't.
A lot of people were asking who's they, the elites, the Illuminati, Rothschild,
Who's
right?
asking?
A lot of people in the conspiracy talk. on Google Plus. Speaking of conspiracy talk, here
Yes,
she is. Here's the conspiracy talk.
right there, with the fastest growing group going on of conspiracies right
Yeah,
here.
and there's our show. All you have to do is go on here, click it, and then it brings you to the blog, and then you're all set.
For the Bohemian Grove.
I don't know. We're gonna have to find out from Trish.
I think it's Grove. Groove would be Groove or something. Bohemian Grove.
And then, of course, our beautiful Chatango. Thank you for keeping it alive, people.
Yeah,
It's good.
keep it alive. That's what we want you people to be there to watch our show. Keep it alive.
So now we're going to be talking about
Terminator,
this.
the movie we saw, Terminator Genesis. And
Yes.
what a movie it was with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jason Clarke, the hot Emilia Clarke.
The very lovely. Very, very lovely. Now the thing that stuck out of this
I know
movie.
Genesis, the software program.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of like Google, right? That's what I always was saying. I was saying,
Yeah. Google's gonna control it all.
that's what saying, Google. But notice, I think it was John Connor or the father. What was the father's name? Kyle Reese, right? Kyle
Yeah,
Reese. Oops, I just gave the movie away. He had a barcode on his arm. Did you not notice that?
I did. Like almost like a Mark of the Beast type of thing.
And then after that, speaking of Mark of the Beast. I'm thinking about going to the Beast, the beach.
Yes.
Connor, like Arnold said, Connor was not able to die. Haven't you not noticed that?
Yeah, because of the liquid metal that was in him.
Now, this movie, it's like, is it trying to tell us the future? I mean, I
Yeah.
really enjoyed it,
I mean,
but
don't forget Skynet. Skynet. They kept talking about Skynet and Genesis, the program software. Skynet's going to be uploaded. It's going to be everywhere. Rise of the machines, and the machines are going to take over. And that's kind of like what they're trying to do now.
yeah,
The elites would
with
want to destroy
Google.
the. Yeah, exactly. The elites would destroy half the world and have the rest of the people enslaved to the machines who would work for the machines and for the elites. And that's exactly what I found that the Skynet was. Just like Google. If you haven't seen this movie yet, folks, go see it.
Between this and what was the movie I went to see last week? Jurassic Park.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
mean, wow, what an amazing movie. I suggest we go see it. Speaking of Skynet, now I'm gonna blow people's minds. Wait, hold on now, Robin. Let me just make sure people this is visible, and on top of that, how do I get rid of this? Now I have to wait for this stupid ad.
You have to wait a couple of seconds. This is
I have
annoying.
I don't know. They always advertise this right there.
Government invasion. Smart cities will know everything about you. Yeah, I've read about that before.
And this is from the Washington Weekly News.
Yeah, I read about the smart cities that they
And
want to do.
they want to make Montreal the smart city. And that's a globalist that wants to make Montreal a smart city. But you know what? It's not going to be smart because they're going to be controlling us all the time and seeing where we are.
They say it's a convenience. I think they're full of it, full of crap. Big government breeds big cities, and the next step, the evolution is smart cities. Around the world, governments are promising to make life wonderful in the new smart cities. They're planning and creating. Municipalities and governments are pledging billions to create urban paradise just for you and your family. They will have things like internet-connected devices that connect citywide road systems with embedded LED signs that can change the direction of traffic flow, set up detours, even communicate with your car. I could just imagine the street lamp having it.
Well, no, I'm against this. People do not want this. You do not want this. I'm telling you. This
No,
is not good news,
this is
people.
this is 1984, but worse.
But it's like the Terminator movie. You know, that's what's going to be happening. Go watch the Terminator movie, because that's exactly what Skynet was, right? Smart city, nobody could
I,
run.
I say Skynet is Google. Skynet is Google.
Yeah, it is Google,
Yeah.
but Google's just starting. Wait until they give life to Google, as in robots,
You
which they're
mean
working on.
it would surprise me if Google is self-aware, has its own consciousness right now. Artificial intelligence.
For sure.
And
Hold on. Here we go.
isn't today the first day of Jade Helm in the United States? Artificial intelligence takes the battlefield. Who is really running Jade Helm 2015? Speaking
And this is the ninth.
yeah, but today's the 15th. I think it's the start of Jade Helm.
Yeah, I know, but it's okay, because I was saying to myself, we could still use this.
Yes.
It's to do with artificial intelligence.
Who is really going to be running Jade Helm? There is more to the story than just training for martial law in states designed as hostile states, already a chilling pretext with overtones of greater federal power that could spiral out of control. But it seems that it's actually AI, artificial intelligence, that is at the helm of an enormous and unprecedented military drill. A scary thought for sure, but what does it mean? Analysts are correct. It seems that JADE is an acronym for a DARPA-developed AI quantum computing technology that produces holographic battlefield simulations and will be in charge of the drill in order to master the human domain and predict human responses. And there's a good video right there talking about it at Jade Helm. And Jade Helm is an AIE, artificial software program. That almost sounds just like Skynet in Terminator Genesis.
See, what does Hollywood know? Hollywood is always a step ahead of everything.
I look right at the machine. Jade is we said that it's a quantum machine, quantum computing technology. In short, Jade Helm will not be battles directed by generals and military commanders, but by a computer. It's a cognitive software program based on a network-centric warfare system at the helm.
We're living in interesting times.
And scary times too.
I'm telling you, we're living in that times that, I don't know, man. Poor us, poor our children, if we have children one day, right?
Yes.
I don't know if I want to have children, just because of what's gonna come here on this planet very soon.
No need to fear. The end times are here. 9 things happening beyond coincidence. I like that title, Beyond Coincidence.
And nothing is a coincidence.
No, I do not think the end times are here, at least not in the traditional Christian sense of the phrase. However, I do think the end times are in another sense. I think all signs are pointing to the end of well over 2 centuries of governmental control over the world's population. Although at times are coming could be rather disastrous, perilous, and often dangerous, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. This is why I say do not fear. We have a chance, the human race does, to correct the mistakes we've made. For instance, allowing a 200-plus-year-old piece of parchment dictate our government, God-given government. And look at that, yeah, right there, Greece, the birthplace of democracy. Look what's happening to Greece. There's an economic collapse that's happening right there.
All done by design. There's a video, so now here, number 1.
U.S. military has stepped up the frequency of drills and training exercise. That's true. China has been working literally 24/7, dredging sand from the ocean and building up man-made islands in disputed waters. What are they building, you ask? Well, what else would it be than another military installation? Russia, number 3, Russia is increasingly growing aggressive. Yeah, true. Number 4, 2 separate active shooter scenarios, both in timing proximately to each other in the nation's capital around the 4th of July scare.
Yeah, there was like a lot of scales
I know.
on July 4th.
And number 5, today, Jade Helm officially launches on July 15, 2015. Although some report has gone live a month earlier. The month of June from beginning to end was non-stop freight fest of, of terror alerts, police shootout, church massacres, military drills, unprecedented military equipment, racial tension, and constant historical reminders of the Civil War period. Is it a sign to come? Number 6, a possible nuclear deal could land Iran a cool 150 billion windfall, and has been described. Why now in such uncertain times does the Obama administration think it's good? Well, I'm sure they have a big plan in order for this to happen. Number 7,
7.
turmoil in Greece. What can be only described as the first economic crash in a line of crashes to follow. Whether Great Greece remains in the Eurozone or not remains to be seen. Number 8, economic domino effect. With Greece is falling apart, the economic domino effect has begun. China has abruptly frozen about 2.6 trillion in stocks from trade. Oh, and don't forget Puerto Rico's announcement of an inevitable default. Another win for the opposed economic central planning. Number 9, today, 7/8/2015, that was last week, a series of events transpired that cannot simply be coincidence. The question is why?
Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. Does not at all look good, unfortunately.
Exactly.
But, you know, we still have to post it, right?
I don't think there's such things as coincidences. Especially not when we know who rules the world.
All right. Next, speaking of global economy, because that's important.
You heard about the dollar today in Canada that's fallen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alert, has a global stock market crash just begun?
Well, it crashed. I think it fell by a penny or something. No?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the beginning. European stock, Chinese stocks, and commodities all crashing. Are U.S. stocks next? A global market crash has begun. Europe stocks are crashing. Chinese stocks are crashing. And guess what? All of these things happened before U.S. stocks crashed in the fall of 2008. In so many ways, it seems that we are finally watching a replay of the crisis of 2008. Global debt levels, listen to this, folks, is an all-time high. $75 trillion global shadow banking system could implode at any time, and there are hundreds of trillions of dollars in derivatives that threaten to wipe out many major banks all over the planet. The last major worldwide final crash was almost 7 years ago. But I think that this one would be a biggie, because don't forget, according to we did a show about the Shemitah, not only is the Shemitah ending in September, it's also a Jubilee year, and the Jubilee year means it could be sort of like a super Shemitah.
Well, we've done a show on the Shemitah, so everybody, when you're finished watching Dales, go and watch the Shemitah show that we've done.
Exactly. So it just makes you wonder what in the world is going on.
Portugal, Spain, and Italy all collapsing.
Exactly. Well, I heard Spain is like a police state right now.
Anyhow.
I saw that.
Okay.
So it does seem that the 13 are wanting to destroy the economic structure of the United States. I've been saying it for years. Look at this. So we're talking about a worldwide problem, not just a Greek problem. The majority of the 100 trillion bond market is worthless, and of course is a ticking time bomb of over 1 quadrillion worth of derivatives is linked to that. I don't know how much money that one. I can't even fathom a number so big of 1 quadrillion. It's all done by design. Destruction done by design by the 13 bloodlines.
But you know what? We could all still pray.
Oh, we could, but we shouldn't say we could. We should. We have to.
I know, but a lot of people don't want to. They say it's ridiculous. Anyways, I mean, this is quite long, but I mean, it's very important. Oh, that's sealed. That's sealed. So there's a crisis. that's on its way, unfortunately, right?
Yeah, for
Now,
sure.
hold on there, Robbie. Okay. Now this. Getting
Listen, right here.
back to Greece.
How Greece was robbed by the bankers. Every single mainstream media has the following narrative for the economic crisis in Greece. The government spent too much money and went broke. The generous banks gave them money, but Greece still can't pay the bills because it mismanaged the money that was given. It sounds quite reasonable, right? Except it's all a big fat lie, not only about Greece, but about other European countries such as Spain, Portugal, Italy, and Ireland, who are experiencing various degrees of austerity. Greece did not fell on its own. It was made to fall. And exactly. Well, I'm not going to read it all, but this article does say exactly what has happened, and Greece is falling, and it's done by design.
So sad because Greece is such a beautiful country.
Yeah, I know. I saw the other countries too. It's just sad that it has to go this way. Vultures like Goldman Sachs and big bankers, they're the ones responsible for it. The Lehman Brothers and Washington Mutual for pennies on the dollar.
Wait, but Goldman Sachs, they were responsible for what happened in 2008, the
Yes,
homes. People tend to forget. So history does repeat itself right there.
and this time it might have a different twist. It might be even a lot worse.
But people say they were protesting today, eh? The Greeks.
Okay, go on. And
in Greece, well, I'm just saying, it's not over yet. People think, oh, it's over. It's not over yet.
no, it's all far from over. What is going on? This is the essence of the New World Order, a world owned by a handful of corporations and banks.
Unfortunately, and very unfortunately, you know, I mean, stick in there, Greece. Greece has to stick there.
We want them to.
Stick in there.
It
Don't
would be
give
good.
up.
It would be good if they did.
Hold on there, Rabbi.
I'm holding.
All right. Now we're going to be talking about technology, right?
Technology that we
You see that?
WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger ban weeks away under Snoop's charter.
Have you heard about this?
No, what? No. WhatsApp's Facebook Messenger and Snapchat could all potentially be banned under the controversial so-called Snoopers Charter that's been drafted at the moment. The investigative power bill mentioned in the 2015 Queen's speech would allow the government to ban instant messaging apps that refuse to remove end-to-end encryption. Another.
Big Brother, they want to control us, right?
Yeah, well, the Skynet, they want to control Skynet. Home Secretary Theresa May reported plans to push the bill forward as quickly as possible, putting it in the front of the government by the autumn. There have been reports by the government that the government might even have the bill enforced by the end of this year. Oh boy, look at that. The government will be able to take on big companies like Apple, Google, and Facebook.
You know another thing about Terminator. Remember at the end what they said, now you're free? Because
Yeah,
we're not free. All this technology is not making us free. We're not free.
no, not at all. In fact, it's making us more imprisoned than ever before.
Anyways, I mean, that's the whole point of that piece of news right there. You know, I mean, we're not poor. I mean, we're not poor. We're not free, and it's making us poor, right?
Well, everything's done by design. That we we have little money and much work. When we do work, we work to the bone.
All right, now the drought in California.
California governor has received evidence proving drought was geoengineered. Of course, it was geoengineered. I'm glad he's able to see through this.
But that's the governor.
glad he's able to see. California's accused Governor Brown of willful neglect, questions why he permits massive chemtrail spraying program conducted over the entire state of California since drought has begun. The state of California is experiencing a relentless and historic 1,200-year drought. This unparalleled disaster has proven to be as crippling and destructive as in any American history. Wait a minute. How did they know it's a 1,200-year drought when California hasn't been around for 1,200 years?
I don't know.
Very strange. If this slow motion calamity continues to unfold, unparalleled disaster has proven to be as crippling and destructive as any American history. If the slow motion calamity continues to unfold as it has over the past 4 to 5 years, it may go down as the most consequential drought in American history.
Now, you know how this is very important to us here in this part of the world, is that we get our fruits and vegetables in the winter time. Now, this is going to bring everything up, so we won't get our fruit and vegetables from California.
Well, where are we going to get it from?
I don't know. What, are we going to starve? Is that what their goal is, to starve us like that? They want us to turn into machines, that the machines don't eat food, fruits and vegetables?
I don't know, but the thing is, they want to poison us.
And there we go again. Look, Nestle. Likewise,
transnational water bottles like Nestle are offered very special treatment compared to the state residents, a small business which cannot live without water. Why would Governor Brown grant such concessions to such a large water seller, especially one that will ship its bottled water to markets both in state and out of state?
Yeah, the fluoridated water, that's the water they're going to be transporting just to kill people off. It's like, why? People have to start waking up here.
Problem, reaction, solution. That is why. That is exactly why they're doing this.
Oh man, this is not good. I mean, look, we could just go down and, that's how it looks like.
Speaking of chemtrail, and starting in 2016, Facebook's going to monitor words such as conspiracy and chemtrail.
Are they?
Yeah, I put up the article on Facebook.
This is what chemtrails are, in case people don't know what chemtrails are.
I put the article in conspiracy talk about Facebook's new stuff in 2016, and one of the words that I remember was conspiracy, and the other was chemtrail.
Great, so they're going to be viewing us even more.
Yeah, they're probably going to want to take us down if we talk about chemtrails.
Until we get off the grid.
Once and for all.
We could get off the grid, right?
We save a lot of money.
But money is not worth anything.
No.
That's how money is.
Just like this. The mainstream media is junk food for your brain. American life is processed life. Left, right, political, feel-good religion, corrupt Hollywood entertainment, crony capitalism, chemically manufactured factory food, greed-driven materialism, fake fiat currency, poisonous pharmaceutical drugs and vaccines, agenda-driven corporate media. Each of these things represents the culmination of deliberate social engineering and programmed consciousness by an amoral media machine that millions of Americans have been duped into accepting. Boy, this is really depressing.
Yeah, but it's okay. There's hope here. As long as we do the MnRTV live show, we're not feeding you garbage. We're like anti-garbage. We're feeding you anti-garbage. That means no garbage.
And a few people can share the show.
And things like Bruce Jenner turning into a transgender female.
Who cares about that?
I don't give a crap about that. Nobody should.
It's his problem, not ours. I don't know. It's just ridiculous, all of this.
The world is becoming like zombies.
I'm talking about McNuggets right there, huh? Pink slime McNuggets.
Very,
The
very.
and the biblical account. In
Oh,
Second
yes.
Thessalonians warns about this very thing. Those who reject the truth and revel in lies will be overcome by strong delusion, so that they believe even more lies. This sure sounds a lot like the current state of America today, doesn't it? But I think a bigger delusion will be coming in the near future.
Pray for America. Pray
And the
for
world.
pray for the world. Pray for the politicians because they need prayer. Right there.
They sure do.
We almost finished the news, but I just want to touch up on two little things there. First of all, this is what happened. Uh, See this? Did you know about this, Robert?
James Rothschild put his 24 million farm on market to start new life with Nikki Hilton. 1,700-acre estate has been in his family for 75 years. Goes for sale.
Now, this I know it's from May to 2015, but they recently got married. Them two, I think
Okay.
this week they got married. Look at this large corporate getting married with
Humanoid.
who?
A humanoid, half human.
Well, isn't he's a Rothschild?
Yeah.
So right there, that's what happened this week. They got married.
Enough
The
said.
Rothschild.
Well, they got married 2 months ago, right? 3 months
No,
ago.
no, three a week ago they got married.
Okay. Okay, because it says over here April 30th and May 1st. Well, okay. Well, they got
No,
married.
no, that was published and updated.
Okay.
Published the 30th and May, but they got married. And I was saying
Okay.
to myself, this is very, very, very important to tell the people. Look at this corporation right there and Rothschild right there, the richest people. That's what happens. Rich people, multi-billionaire, they always stick together. That's my point right there.
Multi-trillion.
Right there. Look at this.
If it's a Rothschild, it's a trillionaire.
There.
Right there, yeah, I could see it. Yeah, right there. Yeah. I'm not gonna read it, but yeah.
I mean, we how many times did we talk about that on this show? And last but not least, before we get Trish on, because she's dying to get her 5 minutes of fame, right? How about
Yeah.
this, Pluto?
Pluto. Mystery. 4 huge identical holes found on dwarf planet stun NASA scientists. And
But
the
do we
notorious,
believe NASA? That's the thing.
and notorious space conspiracy theorist has suggested large uniform holes in NASA images meant it could be an alien space station. Tyler Glockner, who runs the secure team YouTube UFO channel, has released a video entitled Mysterious Pluto Anomalies, Alien Ship or Dwarf Planet. Over recent images of Pluto released by NASA, he says, "What is going on with Pluto? I asked this after seeing the NASA New Horizons images. I am literally questioning whether this thing is actually a planet or something else. You can immediately make out anomalies, lines, and structures." He points out the 4 dark circle areas towards the bottom of the dwarf planet, which NASA says are 300 miles across. Even NASA's own experts are baffled by the astonishing regularity of the holes. Wow. So is this a dwarf planet? What is going on?
But not too long ago, this was not even a planet. They rejected it as being a planet. I don't get
So,
that. I really don't understand that. I thought Pluto was not a planet anymore.
so what is it then?
I don't know what it is.
Hmm.
Could they be right what they were saying there? Or are they
Could be
dead
very
wrong?
right. I know.
I think I
Maybe.
think they're I think they're wrong, but anyhow.
All right, folks. So now we're going to be going into our break right now, and Chris will be coming up. And when we come back, we'll be talking about the Bohemian Grove, a very, very sinister place and ritual that they
So
do
don't
over
go
there.
Don't go anywhere. Stay here while Trish comes on, and then we're gonna get into details about it.
Yes.
So here's Trish.
Bohemian Grove is a 2,700-acre, 1,100-ha campground located at 20,601 Bohemian Avenue in Monte Rio, California, belonging to a private San Francisco West men's or club known as the Bohemian Club. In mid-July each year, Bohemian Grove hosts a three-weekend encampment of some of the most powerful people in the world. 1-2 content show introduction added the Bohemian Club's all-male membership and guest list includes artists, particularly musicians, as well as many prominent business leaders, government officials, including United States presidents, senior media executives, and people of power. 3-4 members may invite guests to the Grove, although those guests are subject to a screening procedure. A guest's first glimpse of the Grove typically is during the spring jinx in June, preceding the main July encampment. Bohemian Club members can schedule private dice events at the Grove anytime it is not being used for club-wide purposes, and are allowed at these times to bring spouses, family and friends, though female and minor guests must be off the property by 9 or 10 p.m. After 40 years of membership, the men earn Old Guard status, giving them reserved seating at the Grove's daily talks, as well as other perquisites. Former President Herbert Hoover was inducted into the Old Guard on March 19, 1953. He had joined the club exactly 40 years prior. 6 redwood branches from the Grove were flown to the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in New York City, where they were used to decorate a banquet room for the celebration. In his acceptance speech, Hoover compared the honor of the Old Guard status to his frequent role as veteran counselor to later presidents. 7. The club motto is "Weaving spiders come not here," which implies that outside concerns and business deals are to be left outside when gathered in groups. Bohemians usually adhere to the injunction, though discussion of business often occurs between pairs of members. 2 important political and business deals have been developed at the Grove. 5. The Grove is particularly famous for a Manhattan Project planning meeting that took place there in September 1942, which subsequently led to the atomic bomb. Those attending this meeting included Ernest Lawrence, UC, Berkeley colleague Robert Oppenheimer, various military officials, the S1 committee heads such as the presidents of Harvard, Yale and Princeton, along with representatives of Standard Oil and General Electric. At the time, Oppenheimer was not an official S1 member due to security clearance troubles with the U.S. wartime government, though Lawrence and Oppenheimer hosted the meeting. 8 Grove members take particular pride in this event and often relate the story to new attendees.
Thank you very much there, Trish. We couldn't have done it without you. I mean,
Exactly.
your voice is very, very amazing.
And this show, speaking of which, is a worldwide transmission, so it's being seen by everyone, many people worldwide, and we want to thank all your viewers for making this show a success, right, Mr. Madman?
Yes, because without you people,
we'll be
we
talking
would
to
go
ourselves.
nowhere. Yes,
Exactly.
That's not nice.
We're talking to ourselves.
That's not
for sure.
nice.
Exactly, not nice at all. All right.
Shall we commence?
Yeah, Bohemian Grove, where the rich and powerful go to misbehave.
That's why we don't go, because we're not rich and powerful.
Exactly.
We're far from it.
Oh, yeah. 2 future U.S. presidents, Ronald Reagan and Richard Nixon, are pictured with Harvey Hancock standing and uttered at Bohemian Grove in the summer of 1967. Every July, some of the richest and most powerful men in the world gather at a 2,700-acre campground in Monte Rio, California, for 2 weeks of heavy drinking, super secret talks, druid worship. The group insists on simply revering the redwoods and other rituals. The purpose: to escape the frontier culture or uncivilized interest of common men. These people that gather at Bohemian Grove have included prominent business leaders, former U.S. presidents, musicians, oil barons, and are told that weaving spiders come not here, meaning business deals to be left from the outside. One exception was 1942, when a planning for the Manhattan Project took place at the Grove, leading to the creation of the atomic bomb. Isn't it just mind-blowing what they do over there? That they planned the Manhattan Project, the atomic bomb, which they released in 45 at Hiroshima and Nagasaki and ended World War II.
But why aren't the people interested in this? Where is the world? Why don't they know about this? Why aren't they interested in this?
Because they're sheep. That's why.
It's like, why don't they open their eyes?
And their minds to it. This club is so hush-hush that little can be definitely said about it, but much of what we know today is from those who have infiltrated the camp, including Texas-based filmmaker Alex Jones. In 2000, Jones and his cameraman entered the camp with a hidden camera and were able to film a Bohemian Grove ceremony, the cremation of Care. During the ceremony, members wear costumes and cremate a coffin effigy called Care before a 40-foot owl in deference to the surrounded redwood trees. Bohemian Grove spokesperson calls the ceremony a traditional musical drama celebrating nature and summertime. The spokesperson also said that while Jones' comments are inaccurate, the footage is real. I've seen the footage. Have you?
Yeah, for sure. How could you not? I mean, it was popular back then. Like, it went viral, no?
Yeah, and you saw when they were screaming and everything, and they did
Yeah.
all kinds of like rituals and screaming and prayers and I don't know, chants and all that. It was just unreal.
And what's his name? Henry Kissinger came out with a bikini apparently, and he was challenging all the men.
Yeah. He comes out in the bikini and exactly. Can you imagine Henry Kissinger coming out in the bikini?
That's not a pretty sight.
No, it's not. I think it's just as bad as seeing a reptilian, seeing him, Henry Kissinger dancing in a
And
bikini.
he was challenging the men. That's what kills me. Out of all people, men he was challenging.
Do you want to see Henry Kissinger in a bikini? I know I don't.
No. But the thing is with this thing, do they do sacrifices to children? This
It's
owl.
rumored that they do.
Are we going to be talking about that?
Yeah, we will.
Okay, so let's get on to the next one, right?
Yeah, the secrets of Bohemian Grove. The Grove. Dark secrets inside the Bohemian Grove. Richard Nixon. Bohemian Grove is gayest place on the planet.
There you go. We were talking about Henry Kissinger wearing that. Well, there you go.
Why would he wear a bikini in front of men?
Oh, that's like gross. Come on, man.
It's not something we want to see. Not at all.
These are just all videos.
Yeah, this is all. Bohemian Grove is a satanic ritual from David Icke. These are all videos that some of them I've seen, and it does talk about in deep detail of what the Bohemian Grove is all about.
All these links, they're all going to appear underneath inside the description of the video, or the show, I should say.
Yeah, I will.
If people want to know.
The serpents that rule the planet. And look at all look at this wall of information right there. That we could all see. Occult activities. Last July, this goes back maybe 15 years ago. Documentary filmmaker Alex Jones infiltrated Bohemian Grove, becoming the first person to capture the bizarre occult activities of the all-male elite membership on videotape. This footage recently aired in England, Ireland, and Scotland on UK Channel 4 as part 3 of a 4-part special, The Secret Rulers of the World. Alex Jones was inside a 2,700-acre elite compound over 5 hours and states, "Thank God I caught the whole thing on videotape because no one would believe me if I hadn't." But notice some people say that they said that he was let in there.
You know what, Rabbi? You just read my mind. I was about to stop you and tell you this. It had to be. Why was he allowed to go in? And sometimes I wonder about Alex Jones. He knows things that nobody else knows. How does he know the things? How does he know all this stuff?
Perhaps the gatekeeper.
That's what we come up with a conclusion. Us and the people in the conspiracy talk on Google Plus and on Facebook. Okay, go on there, Rabbi.
Alex Jones, being a radio talk show host, has heard rumors many times, so he decided to look into it and did some research. "I was angered," Jones said, "and over 50 years there has been only a handful of news stories written about Bohemian Grove. and that these stories calmly reported on the rumors and engaged in whitewash, thus hiding a giant story in plain view. And this is happening right now.
Only if we can view it from space, right? Through satellite. If only if we
But
can. Yeah.
well, yeah. Well, it's a 50. I think it lasts 15 days, and it's a going away. Like they go there and they have rituals, and I don't even know if I should say what kind of rituals they have in there, but it's crazy.
Well, are we going to point any of those rituals out on the show, or?
No, but you know what they do? They pee on each other.
Mm.
That's one of it, and there's all kinds of sacrifices, satanic rituals going on.
I just don't like knowing that they actually sacrifice little kids, children. I don't like hearing that. That bothers me.
I know, but the thing is, also they do mock sacrifices. According to Alex Jones, they do mock sacrifices also, and to the demon Moloch. We'll be getting
Exactly, because you're not going to be doing sacrifices to our God, because you don't have to do sacrifices to our God, because Jesus Christ came and died on the cross, and that was the ultimate sacrifice right there, right?
right. That's right.
So they're obviously doing it to Satan himself, and people are like, "Oh, Satan doesn't exist." Well, too bad. Doesn't mean that just because you say Satan doesn't exist doesn't mean I say Satan doesn't exist, because Satan exists and Christ exists. And that's it. There.
And I wish Satan didn't exist.
I know.
Obviously, this was the parking area of the actual 2,000 members of the Bohemian Grove. When you come in on the main road, the moat, the swamp, and the embankment are off the right on the west, just 50 yards or so. By going across the swamp or moat, we made our way past the first two checkpoints, which consisted of a small guard shack on the left-hand side of the road, and another 50 yards down the road, another guard shack on the right. And we just talked about how they snuck in. But this, folks, was over. It was 15 years ago, so
I'm sure it got worse.
I'm sure back then no one knew who Alex Jones was. There was the internet was just like it wasn't as big as it was now, and try doing that now. I mean, look at this video, Dark Side inside Bohemian Grove, and this is an Illuminati death cult.
And all these big people, like I'm talking about prime ministers, and they all go there. I wonder if Stephen Harper goes there.
Hmm.
I wonder.
I know he does go to the Bilderberg.
And I wonder if Angela Merkel goes there.
Who?
Merkel, the girl, the president of Germany, or our prime minister of Germany, goes there.
It's an all-male club.
Yeah, but she's almost like a male.
And on top of that, they have prostitutes also there that go there.
Hey, I wonder if Hillary Clinton's gonna go there. Since it's an all male, I wonder if she's gonna be let in there. Unless if she's a shapeshifter and she shapeshifts into a male.
Exactly. But I don't want to meet her.
With Michelle Obama.
But I don't want to meet her. You?
I don't want to meet none of those people. I have my king. He died on the cross 2015 years ago.
Yeah.
2015 years, 2015.
500. No, 2015
years ago, my king died.
If the calendar's right.
Yeah, that's the thing. But anyhow, he died. So,
These people
all
can
of
go
this
through themselves.
Yeah.
The most elite club, according to press reported manually, when Henry Kissinger and Paul Volcker, former Federal Reserve Chairman, and other new world order bosses. Oh yeah, the really boss compared to the king, eh?
And look at this, the Hillbella camp is the camp that the Bushes are members of. You see that?
Yeah, exactly. So that goes back to that lady that complained against you because you said of Hillary, but it's not being feminist or anything. It's because all these people work for the NWO bosses.
Well, I mean, if that person complained about me, why didn't she go to this Bohemian Groove and go and see for herself, instead of coming on the conspiracy talk and bashing me and saying I'm a bad person just because of what I post, which has nothing to do. I never post up anything to do with racism or feminist things. And there we go again. The last two words: Hillbilly Club.
I know, a hillbilly club. The hillbilly club. Yeah, right. It's a hillbilly club. All right. We'll have hillbilly Jim and Uncle Elmer there, and Uncle Elmer will be dancing. Could you picture it with Henry Kissinger?
I like to see Uncle Elma there, but I'm sure Uncle Elma will take care of of all those people right there.
If he's still alive, I wonder if Uncle Elmer is still alive.
Yeah, we never know if Uncle Elma is
I'd
still
have to check.
alive.
I'd have to check that on the internet.
But this is a long piece of thing. Should we get onto it, or you want me to keep going down there?
No, because it just talks about how it was and everything. If people really want to get into deep details, they could read more about it, like what happened, what they saw.
Oh no, look at this.
As we were walking on the lake, the only black man we saw, a very large man, saw myself and Mike walking very quickly compared to other members in the crowd. We wanted to get a good place on the east side of the bank. Once the cremation of Kerry ritual, most of the rumors were now coming true. I don't know who the only black man was, eh? It could have been Obama. It could have been Obama.
Yeah, from her or his wife Michelle.
And yeah, he didn't give us a two-color program, body inflamed beneath the program. They show Moloch, the big owl, with a burning body inflamed beneath the program. Can be viewed at Infowars.com. Also, a little demon with the initials PJ was sweeping up on someone's ashes.
Yeah, so I think I'm afraid of letting this this bit of information here, because there might be some interesting stuff, or there's nothing else that's interesting. Yeah, I better let it go. It's a very long one.
Exactly.
Right there.
Also, a lot of information on that site. But don't forget, the links will be up for the show for later.
Yeah, it will be.
Are you able to get to the next one?
Yes, I am. I'm just making sure I don't want to lose any of them, because there's just so many. All right.
Bohemian Grove. Bohemian Grove. Will the world wake up this July 21st, 22nd, and 23rd?
I guess not.
Well, it hasn't happened yet. We're not July 21st yet, are
People are not going to wake up to this. We can keep preaching they're not.
Have you heard what they're saying about Bohemian Grove? In the summer of 1989, Spy magazine writer Philip Weiss spent 7 days in a camp posting as a guest with Esther's November 1999 article, Inside Bohemian Grove. He wrote about uninhibited behavior he witnessed. You're inside the Bohemian Grove when you come down a trail in woods and hear piano music from amid a group of tents, and then round a bend to see a man with a beer in one hand and his penis in the other, urinating into the bushes. This is the most glorified in ritual encampment, the freedom of power, men to pee wherever they like. Weiss noticed hundreds of cigars where smokers had ignited them in defiance of the California Forest Service. The Bohemian Groves Club's all-male membership and guests includes artists, particularly musicians, as well as many prominent business leaders, government officials, including U.S. presidents, senior media executives, and people of power.
It's true, though. We're not allowed to pee anywhere we want nowadays, eh? We're not allowed to do anything we want nowadays.
The only thing we're allowed to do is do nothing.
Yeah, that's what they want us to do. Nothing. Be zombies.
Members may invite guests to the Bohemian Grove, although these guests are subject to a screening procedure. A guest's first glimpse of the Grove typically is during the spring jinx in June, preceding the main July encampment. Bohemian Club members can schedule private day youth events at the Grove anytime it is not being used for club-wide purposes, and are allowed at these times to bring spouses, family, and friends, though female and minor guests must be off property by 9 or 10 p.m. After 40 years of membership, the men earn old guard status, giving them reserved seatings at the grooves, daily talks, as well as other prerequisites.
So what, they were under curfew?
Yeah. No, the women have to be out, because then the real party starts after 9 or 10 p.m.
Yeah, the women have a curfew and the minors.
Yeah. And President Herbert Hoover was inducted in the old guard in 1953. I would love to see what they talk about.
Wouldn't we all love to be flies or mosquitoes in the bushes that time?
We're gonna have to send a secret fly into the bush that can record.
Mosquitoes. I'm sure. What's his name has them? Bill Gates. Bill Gates.
Well, Bill Gates does go to the Bohemian Grove. Well, don't forget he's a eugenics, no?
Yeah, they're probably celebrating the death of us humans.
Exactly. And like it says before, the Grove is particularly famous for Manhattan Project planning in September 1942. The cremation of care was first conducted in the Bohemian Grove at the Midsummer Encampment in 1881, devised by James F. Bohemain with George T. Bromley. It was set up with the plot of the series hijinks dramatic performance of the first weekend of the summer encampment, which the spirit of care slain by the Jinx host was suddenly cremated. The cremation of care was separated from the Grove in 1913 and moved to the first night to become an exorcising of the demon to ensure the success of the ensuing 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
It is. And you've heard of Walter Cronkite?
Mm-hmm.
That's the voice of the owl when he goes, fools, 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 and there's all kinds of explosions.
Yeah, well, why was he doing that?
It's part of the ritual.
And who's Richard Cronkite again? For the people that don't know.
I think he was he had his own show or something, a radio host or something. I'm not sure, but we used to always hear Walter Cronkite in the past.
Yeah, we don't hear of him anymore because we get new young people that don't know about this, the young crowd.
Exactly, but it's very evil, the Bohemian Grove.
It's like stuff you'd hear on Spider-Man from the 60s, right?
Exactly. The Bohemian Grove.
Oh, I'm sure that there must be all kinds of warlocks and wizards and witches that go there.
Yeah, well, at the beginning when we started doing the show, we said that there's druids that go there too. And there's a video right there. And there's Ronald Reagan. Can you see him?
Yeah, right there. And there's Nick Sane.
Exactly.
And it says it right there.
Oh, yeah, it does say it, eh? Indeed, it does. And the cremation of care right there. And then we have look all the members there.
This is right there. Look at this. You see a young Henry Kissinger.
Exactly. Henry Kissinger. And we see many other people. Ronald Reagan, we said. David Rockefeller, Donald Rumsfeld. Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton.
What's that guy? The president, the former, not president.
Tony Blair.
Yeah, Tony Blair. That's it. Exactly. And so many other people that we probably know if we saw their names.
It's weird. There's no Canadians there. How come? No Canadian prime ministers.
I know. Well, maybe it's there, but we don't see it. It's only a picture, you know. But I'm sure that they go there too.
So I mean, this is overmuch, right? It's overmuch.
Oh yeah, it is. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's just that it's weird. All right, next piece of information right here.
Hold on, let me just make it a little bit bigger there, Robert, because people need to see.
Masters of the Universe go to camp inside the Bohemian Grove, right there. And look, Look, look at Spy Magazine. Who's in the bikini?
Is that Kissinger?
Certainly is.
Oh
No, no, actually,
boy.
he's not. No, actually, he's not in a bikini. He's in like shorts and that, but he's dancing. The other guy's taking off his shirt. Ugh.
Oh,
Monterrey is a depressed Northern California town of 900 where the forest is so thick that some streetlight stays on all day. Its only landmark is a kit-ass bar called the Pink Elephant. Hmm.
wait. I understand why it's a depressing or depressed Northern California town. It would be depressing just being in a town, knowing that they're doing this.
Wild and crazy. I know. 16 on July 21st this year, Henry Kissinger sat at one of them, shuffling loudly to someone, Sunshine, he called her, and Sweetie, about the pleasant distraction of his vacation in the forest. We had jazz concerts, Kissinger said. We had rope tricks. This morning we went bird watching. Proudly, Kissinger related of the names of some of his fellow campers, Nick Brady and his brother Bo. His brother is here. Brady was the U.S. Treasury Secretary at the time. Tom Johnson is here. Then the publisher of the L.A. Times, who had copies of his newspaper shipped up every day. Hmm. George Shultz, the former Secretary of State wearing hiking boots, had listened while sitting under a tree. Kissinger had lolled on the ground, distributing the moss grass, clipping across his white shirt, being careful not to set his elbow on one of the cigar butts squashed in the grass, and joking with a weary nut companion. This woman on the line was now asked about a friend. Oh, Rocard is having a ball. Kissinger was sharing his turtleneck with Rocard for nights amid the redwoods grew surprisingly cool. Hmm. This is very in detail of what Kissinger was up to. And there it is, Walter Cronkite again.
Yeah, I know, I see it.
But yeah, for you folks that have never seen the Bohemian Grove, you should watch the video after of it, but not now. What we mean after the show because it's terrible.
Google
You
it.
people,
Google it
uh,
or start page it.
every summer in more than a century, the all-male Bohemian Club of San Francisco has led to a retreat into a redwood forest 70 miles north of the city. The religion they concentrate is right-wing, laissez-faire, and coincidentally Western, and some druid trees worship thrown in for fun. The often bizarre rites has elevated what was once a provincial club for San Franciscoians embarrassed by the rude manners of the Wild West into the most executive club in the United States with 2,300 members drawn from the American establishment and a waiting list of 33 years. You know something? I wonder, eh? I wonder if aliens don't go there also.
Oh, I'm sure shapeshifters, everybody, all the evilest people, because aliens are not good like people say they are, right?
So probably the probably UFO ships that come out.
Yeah, and then they cloak themselves and they go around.
And people underneath the earth also, I believe, would come out too.
Yeah,
Like reptilians
demons,
and the reptilians.
and they're feasting.
Exactly. Yeah, even Casper W. Weinberger, former Secretary of State General William French Smith, and former Transportation Secretary Drew Lewis, all members. Oh yeah, and big businesses. There's a lot of big businessmen also that go there. IBM billionaire John Klug of Media, former bank chairman also.
Yeah, the corporates.
So IBM is that what's in, and that is what is in our computers.
What do you mean?
Intel, no?
Well, no, IBM was just a company that had Intel, kind of like Dell and
Okay,
HP.
because on my computer here it says Intel inside.
Yeah, but they're two different companies.
Okay.
IBM also had the Celeron at the time and
Yeah,
the
Celeron.
AMD They didn't. It isn't. IBM is just international business machine.
I know, but we know where they got where they got the silicon, the chip and all that. Where it comes from.
Yeah, Intel, but then they probably paid Intel to give them the chip.
Yeah, but we know where it comes from though. Backward engineering.
Yeah, reverse engineer.
Yeah, reverse engineering from UFO technology. And
how could people not be interested in all this though?
I don't know. They're more interested in fiction and all of that. Somebody put in the chat room, America considered Cronkite the most honest man in America. USA is so dumb. That's what someone wrote. It's true. So yeah, when I was young, I always hear about Walter Cronkite all the time.
I'm sure even George Soros is there.
Yeah, George Soros for sure is there. It's funny though, nobody has sneaked in ever since Alex Jones went in there.
Nobody will be able. I'm sure even us, you and I.
Well, no, because we're known entities now. Well, not entities, but we're known figures.
Let's say, who are these guys?
But yeah, they know who we are.
You want me to go to the next one or keep?
Yeah, go to the next one because this just talks about like a story there. We can't really talk about this, because it's just a story of someone that went there, but there's too many details in it.
It's kind of long, eh? We don't want to bore. We don't want to bore people. We don't want to bore them to sleep, right?
That's right.
Let's see what's happening on beautiful Chitango.
A lot of action.
There we go.
Much action going on, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But just imagine what's going on in that place right now. They plan and they do sacrifices and gosh, just terrible. And there's the owl again.
No, oops, wrong thing. I opened up the wrong thing. Hold on there, Robbie. Because I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Did I miss anything? No, I didn't miss anything. So now we're going to go to the next one. But before I do that, let me just make it a little bit bigger. Little bit bigger so everybody can see with detail. There we go. Right there.
All right. New World Order, Bohemian Grove, Mark Dice, Alex Jones, and Secret Society's 2015 Occult Update. And this is fairly new. Look, July 12th, 2015. One of the most infamous meeting places at the New World Order elite is 2,700-acre sanctuary located in Monterey, California, where it is fabled that the top 1% of society come to meet and greet among themselves. And the result of this annual at Bohemian Grove, which is scheduled to reoccur this year in late July, including numerous American presidencies, international trade agreements, even as some human sacrifices. Information about the Bohemian Grove is largely limited due to the private nature of the festivities that occur each year. However, through the diligence of individuals such as Alex Jones and Mark Dice, there has been some clear perspective earned about the reality therein. And what has come forward can be expressed as depicting circus event where high society drops their worries to rituals, of course, and adorned costumes of all kinds, from drag queens to hooded monks. It is also important to mention that many of the guest attendees of Bohemian Grove also include who would you most like not to expect, including Pink Floyd, yes, the band, American president, and top military brass. Perhaps the most widely single piece of information. You have to go down.
Oh yeah, okay, because I just want to tell you something here. I don't think I'd be able to survive in this Bohemian Grove.
Why that?
I don't know, man. It's just too satanic. I wouldn't live. I wouldn't survive there.
Well, you don't have to go there.
Good, I'd rather do the show instead.
Me too. Snuck in a camera, the more public event called Cremation of Terror, which can be Access via link number 3 and includes a mock human sacrifice to an unknown deity so as to enable free debauchery among attendees. Another valuable source of information context related to the Bohemian Grove comes from Mark Dice, who has relentlessly put questions about how the place and related events to major world figures ranging from Alan Combs to Glenn Beck, with answers most often being a dismissed of the curiosity and the result of both Alex Jones and Mark Dice, as others, playing the role of devil's advocate, if you will, has spurred many activists thinking and concerned citizens to ponder the relationship that such a space and time opportunity, the Bohemian Grove, provides the wealthiest and most influential to plan a new world order. There's deeply perverted occult aspects. Actual human life is being slaughtered as sacrifice during these events from this NWO cradle, a system of control being orchestrated. Of course, the Bohemian Grove is not a new place for globalists to gather. It has been established in 1878, but in modern context, points of gathering has taken on a more serious tone. A world continues to change. So in the near future videos, I am going to explore the Bohemian Grove and the relatively elite sanctuary.
Hold on.
I
just want to put a comment here. Okay, human sacrifices. Don't you wonder who are those people? It's like those are probably the people that are gone missing, and they wind up there, and they're being sacrificed, and that's
also,
why you never hear from them again.
Well, don't forget missing people, also alien abduction, they're taking them, but also they're probably killing babies. What they do is they probably have mothers get pregnancies that are not they're not registered, and then the babies come and they kill them.
No, that's it for that.
But you understand what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
And you know, that's how they get the blood that to sacrifice to the evil gods of Molech and them.
What the hell is going on? And you know what? Speaking of music and all that, I just found out yesterday that a while ago, well, it's been like I think the 15th, a couple of months ago, Bono from U2, he's okay. He's he's okay with GMOs and all that. So you know we can't trust nobody. None people we could trust. You know that, eh?
Yeah, I know that exactly for sure.
I mean, who are we going to trust? I mean, these guys are all satanic, all of them, one by one. They're all satanic people, and they're in control of the people that don't believe in Christ and God. All right, the next one.
The Sire, Bohemians, by the power of our fellowship, dull care is slain. Hearken, high up the hill you may hear Care's funeral music. All right, this is just right here. These are the rites, the music, and it talks. And if you go down, you keep going down, it just shows about what they say. And there's a small picture of 1912 right there, and there's the singing. And they sing all of that to bring the spirits.
Well, they're obviously not singing to God or Christ.
Singing to
Satan.
Yeah, exactly. The high priest right there, and look, yeah, and right there they're just talking about. And there's a video cremation of Care Part 1. I've seen this video a couple of years ago, and I was like kind of like amazed when I first saw it.
Which is too bad we can't play it on the show because of copyrights, but
exactly, the Midsummer's Joy. I mean, I don't know where they come up with these things. And there's a second priest that talks.
Hail what? What did I see here? Hail
Bohemian. That's the people going there.
High priest, second priest, third priest.
Children, yeah. Third priest, second priest. It's. I don't know what kind of priests these are. I don't think I want to.
Babylon, look at that.
Yeah, I don't think I want to go to these priests.
No, no. I told you, you and I will not be able to survive.
No, no, the voice of care. Look, there it is. Fools, fools, fools. And there was explosions. When will you learn that me ye cannot slay? Year after year, ye burns me in the grove, lifting your silly shouts of triumphs to the stars. But when you turn your feet towards the marketplace, am I not waiting for you as, oh, fools, fools, fools? And that was Walter Cronkite. This just smells of evilness, pure evil. And there it is. Look, that's what he says it, fools, fools. And there's all kinds of people screaming, and I don't know.
It's a real satanic, demonic.
Yeah, and it says, ye priests and fools, I spit upon your fire. Oh, for sure. It wouldn't surprise me if the devil himself goes there.
I'm sure the Hat Man must be also there.
The Hat Man, well, yeah, the Hat Man, also sleep paralysis, those creatures that came, no?
Sleep paralysis, exactly. You know?
Oh, no, oh, yeah.
What's up with that? You know what I mean? Poor world that we're living in.
I know.
I wonder if Alistair Crowley went to these places, or if he would have loved to have went.
I'm sure, yeah, that's a good question. I don't know if he went there.
The next one.
What is the cremation of care? The cremation of care is a ritual performance undertaken at a yearly Bohemian group club where a mock child, this is mock child, but is made up to an approximate 40-foot stone owl. The ritual involves club members, often high-ranking businessmen and politicians, cremating, getting rid of their care moral compass in order to clear the conscience for the year ahead. Presumably, the cremation of care is conducted because club members will be involved in unethical business deals and corrupt political decisions in the coming year and want to get rid of themselves of any internal guilt. This most likely just being symbolic.
There's the owl.
Yeah, the owl. The owl. This sounds like ancient Babylon stuff, doesn't it?
Probably is. It probably comes from there.
It talks about like the owl is a representation of Minerva, like other symbols of the club, the Babylonian demon, Lilith, or a rendition of Phoenician child sacrifice god Moloch. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if portals are open there too, right?
Yeah. And there's probably UFOs that go in and out.
Oh, yeah. Look, the canine god Moloch. Isn't that, and that looks like a Nephilim, doesn't it?
No, I don't think it's a Nephilim, but it's a demon, no?
Well, yeah, but it looks like, I don't know if it's a demon or a hybrid.
It's supposed to be a demon. It was supposed to have been a demon.
Why do these people worship demons? What, are they crazy or something?
Because they don't know better.
You know why? Because they want power.
Yeah,
and the devil gives them power.
But at the end, they're going to lose because it's wrong power.
Exactly. Oh, for sure.
It's okay. Their time will come.
Oh, yeah. And there's the transcript again, a different transcript of what they say. Well, actually, some of it's the same too, but yeah. I mean, this is good for people that want to that come on our show and say, I wonder what the transcripts are. What is it that they say? At least we do put out the information, don't we?
We always put out a lot of information.
We work hard, you know, to get the truth out. So for folks that wonder what is this, what is the Bohemian Grove? What do they talk about? What is it that they sing about and ritualize about? Here it is. It's right there. Again, the fools part.
And these are supposed to be, and these are the people that's supposed to be the head of our government.
I know, and sometimes I don't know if you heard it when they talk about the cremation of care. I mean, when they're doing the sacrifice sacrifices or whatever, you hear people screaming. I wonder if that's not the sacrifice or demons screaming themselves.
Or demon possessed people.
Yeah. And there's more images, the cremation of care. Look at that. Child mock sacrifices.
And I wonder what this owl's made of. Wood?
An effigy. I don't know what it's made of. Wood, maybe. Well, that they burn. I don't know if they burn it though.
But that's the question I want to know. What is it made of? Is it actual wood that they actually put it together, or is it actual like clay or rock? I wonder.
Yeah, I know.
Because look at the wood that's right next to it.
Hmm. And then they worshipped Moloch and Lilith. And that was Adam's first wife, eh?
Mm-hmm.
And she turned evil.
The Bible doesn't mention that.
Eh?
The Bible doesn't mention.
No, but I
that.
think it's in the book of Enoch.
I didn't realize that.
What?
The book of Enoch having that. Are done in the Bible. What's done in the Bible?
Many rituals done there all are done in the Bible.
I didn't know that.
There's a lot of stuff that's hidden everywhere all the time.
Yeah, we always have to scoop it up, right?
Yeah, look, there's a book there on the Bohemian Grove for people that want to read. Maybe we could get that book also, eh, Mario?
Yeah, but it's from Tex Mars.
Yes, Tex Mars. It's forwarded by Tex Mars. Anyone can be president of the United States, but very few can have any hope of becoming president of the Bohemian Club. They secretly meet for 17 days each July in a remote sacred grove of ancient redwood trees in the deep forests. And there's Hollywood stars and statesmen and people that you'll recognize names like William Howard Taft, Calvin Coolidge, Herbert Hoover, Dwight Eisenhower, Richard Nixon, Gerald Ford, Ronald Reagan, George Bush Jr., and most of our President Bush administration's top officials, such as Colin Powell, also members of the exclusive men's club, and former CIA directors, corporations of Texaco. Even Great Britain's Queen Elizabeth showed up in 1983. Her Majesty was honored with an aesthetic pagan dance ceremony, complete with expensive, elaborate stage props such as Egyptian pyramids and Babylonian ziggurats. Yet even the Queen of England could not join this club if she applied for membership. Why? Because the club is exclusive, all male. Women have not ever been allowed since the club's founding in 1873. I bet most people didn't know that.
No. You learn something new every day on this show.
I know. Exactly. You know that she was there. The cremation of care sometimes is discard the robes, don women's clothing, and parade around on stage in theatrical productions. If the spirit so moves them, they wear no clothes at all. I don't want to see that.
No, definitely not.
Things get even stranger. Stories have come out on the Grove about wild homosexual orgies, male and female prostitutes, like I told you before, being engaged in what can be only described as extreme sexual games, young children being exploited in unspeakable ways, and included cold-blooded ritual murders. There are stories involving actual human sacrifice on the altar of the owl god statue. Understandably, it's all very hard to believe. But is any of this true? Does the Bohemian Grove emulate the ancient mystery cult of Babylon, Rome, and Greece? Do its members celebrate the old gods such as Moloch, Ishtar, Lilith, Atis, Mithra, Apollo, Zoroaster, and others? Or is it a Western secret society like the Freemasons and Yale's exclusive Skulls and Bones? Are they just having a good, clean fun at the Grove? Or are they covertly plotting to take over the world? I think they're doing everything and more. Close to the public, sealed off by helicopters, a private security force, and armed guards can be, no doubt, without prying eyes of the public upon them. The power elite may engage in whatever activities they wish at the Grove, whether it's policy matters, crafting policy matters in secret, dancing around in drag, cheating on their wives with prostitutes, taking drugs, practicing black magic, or even committing murder. The pristine isolation of the Bohemian Grove provides a convenient cover for any immoral, illegal, ungentlemanly behavior when desired. Oh boy. I just hope there's no animals there.
Yeah, they are animals. They're worse than animals, these people.
I know.
That's it.
Yeah, it's just unreal, my friend. Unreal of what they do at this, and here it goes. Mike secretly infiltrated the Grove with radio talk show host Alex Jones. They filmed several hours of footage, including the entire cremation of care rituals, which will be published in full here for the first time. He appears behind the deep green foliage and twisted vines and the moss-covered brown limbs and trunks of ancient gnarled trees of discover what really goes on at the Bohemian Grove. He snuck in there.
One can only tell or say what really happened there.
Did he actually go there? Or was he let in?
Or was he invited?
Well, yeah, let in, invited. Yeah, exactly.
That's what I think. I think he was invited.
And here we're at markdice.com.
Last but not least.
Yeah.
And there's the owl.
Just the owl again, that picture. The cremation of care mock human sacrifice inside the Bohemian Grove. Mark Dice obtained these photos on eBay when a set of photos were put up for sale from the estate of a dead Bohemian Grove member named Victor Campogno. And look at these pictures. We've seen this picture right there before with the owl and more people sacrificing in 1990. And this picture in 2005, black hooded with robes.
It's only to think that that's 10 years ago, and it feels like it was just yesterday for me.
I know.
2005, wow. And there's another sacrifice. Look at that.
National Geographic published. They say this is symbolic care right there. And they dressed like the Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah, something like that. They cover themselves.
Yeah. A 40-foot owl. What is that? And there, isn't that a hanging?
Mm-hmm.
This photo was a person being hung from what the official Bohemian Grove annals, which are rare books that are given to members that contain historical photos of the club. So even hangings, even people getting hanged are there. Right there, another person. Ah, there's a dog right there, or an animal, no?
Yeah, it's like a dog.
The 1980 pictures of the African American's body being carried out, possibly to be burned from the cremation of care. Oh boy, sickening. Scary when you think of it, and these are supposed to be our rulers. Not very good, folks. Not at all. The way I see it.
No.
And there's more pictures right there. They're obsessing with owls. Wow, look at that. The estate of Victor Campogno. And there they are, just relaxing.
I wonder if that's a man-made island where water is not real. There's the picture again.
We saw this picture before 1967, and look who's there.
Hmm.
George Bush and George Herbert Bush in the Grove.
The Bushes.
And right there, the chairman of the Warren Commission.
I bet you even Hitler must have went there.
Yeah, that investigated the assassins of John F. K. is seated on the far left picture, which shows him and others seated in front of Moloch. Very, very, very. It's something else. This Chris Jones took the picture of Moloch during the day while he worked at the club in 2005.
People are saying, "Oh, this isn't real. It doesn't exist."
I know. And look, the ancient sacrifices. Look at this god over here.
Well, their
Nephilim.
God. Their God with a small G. Don't forget.
Yeah, yeah. But look how big. Look how tall he is.
Mm-hmm.
These are the Nephilims. These are the sons, the kids that grew up to be the giants. These are the giants right there that wanted worship. And I bet you, if these people didn't give sacrifice like this one's giving a little baby, they would get eaten. And look, right there. I mean, how evil can this be?
Satanic.
Very, very satanic. Not something that we would want to go to.
A lot of action going on in Chitango.
Oh yes, I know, very much so. We're happy when people are talking and they're giving us information, and they're saying that the water symbolizes the world and the underworld, the Great Gulf.
Just making sure that we didn't leave out anything.
No, I think we did it all.
Yeah, I think so. I think we hit it all.
Yes, we sure did.
But that's it. That's it for all the information. I mean,
we basically covered. I mean, if you go to the links, folks, you could see a lot more in there of what's going on in the whole thing. Like step by step. But we gave a brief overview of what is going on in the Bohemian Grove, and it's going on right now as we speak.
But their time is nigh. Don't forget, they can do this all they want, but their time is nigh. It's going to happen where their time is going to come soon. I mean, there's no way of running, right, Robert? It's going to happen. I mean, the wrath of God is going to come on this planet, and then we're going to feel the real wrath of God and who God is.
And what are these NWO bosses going to do? Could you imagine the wrath of God and Henry Kissinger's wearing the bikini?
They're going to run away, run into the hills, but it'll be too lost, because you could run from God, but you can't hide from God. That's what people have to remember, right?
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, you could run if you could run if you have legs. If you don't have legs, you can't run. Not even.
But how can you run from the creator of the universe?
No, I mean, you could run. Like right now, we could run, but he sees everything. So
we can't run away from him.
No, you can. I'm not saying you could run away. I'm saying you could run, but you can't hide. I never said you could run away, because you can never run away. You could run because we have legs. Look, I could run from him now, but he still sees me, so I can't hide, because he's everywhere. He's inside me. He's inside you. That's if you believe. Anybody out there, if you believe in Christ, he's inside you through the Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost. He's inside
exactly.
That people don't realize that, but these guys are going at the Bohemian Grove, tomatoes, doesn't make a difference. They're lost.
No, we're not, because we've been spiritually attacked in the past by their agents with the Hat Man and sleep paralysis, and we call on the name of God, of Jesus.
Yes, the name of Jesus Christ, not just God, the Father, but the Son. The one that came on the cross and died for our sins. It's like he washed us with his blood, so we don't have to go through hell. There's a chance. He was, people don't realize he was the most important person to walk on the earth. People don't like that. That hits me. It's like Adam failed, Christ came and took back man and said, "You're saved now. I'm giving you hope." But now we're talking Christ. So now I bet you everybody's on the run. You see,
I know.
that's the thing. Last week, it's like last week everybody came on the show. Had I just mentioned the name Jesus Christ just once, people would have ran. It's like, oh boy, Jesus Christ, he's mentioning Jesus Christ. Let's run.
But last week we were talking about the Bigfoot. We had a special guest about Bigfoot last week. That's why people came.
Yeah, I understand. But my point is
I
that
know.
people are not interested in the Savior. I mean, people think he's just a fable. But if he's a fable, how? Someone's going to have to explain to me this. All you people out there who not believe in the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior, or think this guy is bull, I want to know something, okay? Why is it when the Handman came right here, because this is where it happened, right here actually, the Handman was right here. Why is it, this is the question, why is it that I said, when he asked me, who's your master? I said, the Lord Jesus Christ. He was like walking further and further away, opened the door there and left, okay? Now that's what I say, okay, but it was a dream. That's what I thought until the next day. I heard a Christian radio and a girl called in and said, yeah, I had someone with a hat standing right near my bed and I got rid of him by saying the Lord Jesus Christ. And I'm like, oh boy. And I know I'm repeating myself, but
you must repeat yourself because it's a worldwide transmission. And also, when I had sleep paralysis the first time, they just left. In 2000, I didn't know what was going on. I said, I'm being possessed, but for some reason they left me. The second time it happened, I couldn't speak. I couldn't see. I had fear, sheer terror, and it seemed like, I was in a dimension, and I had called. I just was able to think of Jesus, and they left, and it left.
I know, but listen to this. The thing is, it's how many people. It's not a coincidence now, because you had that experience, I had this experience, and the thing that killed me, that woke me up, is I'm not the only one that had this experience. So it's not a coincidence. This thing does exist.
Yes.
That means Christ does exist.
Well, for sure.
It's as simple as that. There is Jesus Christ. People have to understand this. He does exist. And if you really want him, he can come inside you, which is this body. He can come inside you so you could be protected against
the evil.
You see, and you could be protected against sleep paralysis. I can be protected against the fool. But I know, and you are now. Now you are. It's not going to happen to you. And someone told me once that Satan tried to possess Jesus Christ, but it was impossible.
I know.
Because he was the only man that Satan could never possess. And now because we believe in Christ,
he can't possess them.
No demons. They can come in and try and tempt us, because God says, go ahead. Like he told the Handman to me and to you, sleep paralysis. He told you, go ahead. He told Satan, go ahead, go tempt these guys. Let's see, are they that strong? Do they really love me? And that's what happened. But anyways, I love talking about that, because you know what? That's my experience, and that's what woke me up, just like you, Robert. That's what woke you up.
But that's what paralysis, exactly, for sure. I mean, a lot of people just have to call upon. But there's also another thing. When you call upon the name, it doesn't always work, because if you don't believe in him.
Yeah, but there's also another thing I have to tell you, okay? Like, if you call upon, I want to be rich. Yeah. I want to be rich. Forget it. It's not going to happen. But if you call upon that, you want wisdom, God will never take wisdom, or he will always give you wisdom. Never take it away from you. He'll always give it to you. Kind of like, why did God love Solomon so much? Because Solomon, he didn't ask for riches like all the rest. He asked for wisdom, and God gave him that. And that's what made him a good king. And then, of course, Christ was rejected because Christ came down poor, but they were expecting someone rich. So they didn't learn from the first time, which is that, you know. It makes so much sense, people. Wake up. That's my point. I mean, I could
Yeah.
just babble on about this the whole time. Hopefully,
But
I'm babbling on for Christ that he can touch everybody out there, because that's who we want. We want him to touch everybody. And no, I'm not a priest or preacher, because I do not want your money. All I want is for you to be saved. Well, that's what we both want, right, Rob? We want everybody to
that's
be
right.
saved.
That's what we do, you know. And exactly, many times I've asked for Jesus for stuff that was impossible to happen. It was just virtually impossible, and it happened. You know, it happened. Like maybe stuff I was asking for was impossible for it to come. Like stuff I was asking actually came like maybe a day or two or that night. You know, I don't remember exactly, but it came like stuff that's impossible. Like say somebody I haven't heard from in years. Call me, please. I plead to God, please, Jesus, please. I want to hear from them. Boom, I hear from them. You know, stuff like this. It doesn't happen. There's no coincidences. Stuff that I've asked for in the past that it just okay. I asked for it and it happens. It's just unreal. You know, there is a higher power than us, the power of Christ. You know, and this does happen. You just have to believe in it. And folks, it's there.
Yes.
He is there. He is there, watching over us.
But I guess it's that time of day that we gotta call the quits. But the thing is, we'll be back hopefully. But the thing to all this is, they're turning to the Bohemian Grove, or
And
Grove.
right.
We're turning to the ultimate creator, the only one and only.
Yes.
You know, that's the point of all this last rant and the last seconds of this show, or last few minutes of this show. That's what
And
this
and, spe- and speaking of show, we're going to be going on vacation for the next couple of weeks, but we will be back. So keep a watch, because we will be back in a couple of weeks. We're going to be taking our vacation, but you'll be aware that we will be back. God bless you all. Thanks for watching.
and share this video or this
Yes.
show.
Share it, and share it. Thank you. And we'll see you soon in a couple of weeks. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you people for watching. Take care of yourself. Keep praying that God watches over you and Jesus Christ is there. All right, have a good night. Thank you, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.
Yes.